Hello, good morning, hello, how are you all doing out there? My name's Ian. This is my podcast, which is in relation to my book, Living with Mitochondria Against All Odds, which is still available on Amazon. I would say all good bookshops, but it's not. It's just available on Amazon, which you can download and enjoy. If you enjoy this podcast, please go and do that. Listen out, listeners, because there's going to be another readers, because there'll be one a bit later on as well. So I'm doing 2 podcasts this morning. The first thing I'm going to talk to you about this morning, and I'm going back to doing it next week, all being well, is I'm going back canoeing. I only usually do it, when I've done it in the past, over the last 14 years, I've only done it on the flat on the river. I tell people I'm too sensible for white water and Linton locks and things, but no one ever believes me. I wonder why. The only danger I've got, or the only thing that I'm worried about, is getting down the steps, because my knee's still not 100%. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So I'm just going to try and keep an open mind about it next week. But all being well, we'll be going canoeing next week. Now, over that, as I said to one of the canoe people the other day, over the last 24 years, yes, it is 24 years, I've been in and out of canoeing, and I just thought I'd tell you of a couple of the highlights, or lowlights, or definitely highlights. One of the times when I was on white water several years ago, I always paddled with another person, because one, I'm blind, one, I can't see properly, and 2, I'm in a wheelchair all the time now. I wasn't back then, but we paddled the wharf near to York, and I believe it's in Wetherby, is it? And my geography is not my strong point. I do have an atlas, it means the world to me, but the jokes are free, unfortunately, and you're stuck with them. And we paddled the wharf, and we kind of, I was with one of the lads called Ian, another Ian, and we went down this drop, and I thought, we're going to go over that way, get ready to bail out, and we went over to the right instead of the left. I went down another drop, we went over to the right, and we went under, and I thought, quick, we've got to bail out, and no sooner I was thinking that, and Ian rolled us back the other way, and it was incredible. I've never rolled a boat since. Not that it had anything to do with me, of course, but but no, it was amazing. Another time on the water that sticks out. We went to Keswick for a weekend. Went to the Lake District for a weekend, and on the Friday night, it was absolutely chucking it down with rain, and then by the Sunday, the water had gone down the hills, so there wasn't much water left, so we were more like rock hopping. But on the Saturday, when me and Lewis, we'd done all the major drops on this course, and Lewis goes, "Let's go and play on this wave," and yeah, come on then. And so we went and played on this wave, and of course then we went under, and could I find my the piece of fabric that goes over the boat? It's called your spray deck, and obviously if you roll the boat up, so the water doesn't go in. Anyway, I couldn't find the edge of the spray deck, and I thought, heck. And Lewis swam down and pulled me out, and that was crazy, was that? But then when we got back in the boat, because if you wear all the right layers, when I got back in the boat, and I was like saying to Lewis, "Come on, I want to paddle," because if you paddled, you moved around, you kept warm. So I kept warm. There was certain times I said to Lou, "Come on, tell me when to paddle," and I paddled, and kept warm. But of course, white water, you can't paddle all the time at full pelt because of the rocks and things and the courses. And another time, this was going back a while, when I paddled a single boat on my own, and no one really, they kept an eye on me, but they didn't keep specifically watch out for me, because my distance fishing isn't very good, so I got my paddle caught in someone's fishing rod, which was quite amusing. Well, afterwards I found it amusing. The chap who was fishing didn't find it amusing and thought I was having a laugh, saying that I couldn't see. And one of my fellow paddlers shouted to me, "Are you alright?" I says, "No, I don't believe I can't see." And Sarah looked at him and said, "No, you can't, I'm sorry." I can still see that fish these days now. But as I say, hopefully next week, from about 2010 till when the pandemic struck, in 20, up until then, I'd always paddled on the river in the summer, and again, hopefully next week we'll be back on the water. So if you've enjoyed this podcast and you've seen other of my podcasts, please look out for my book on Amazon, which is Living with Mitochondria Against All Odds. I am going to be back in a few minutes with another podcast, telling you something that I did last week. I won't tell you any more at the minute, but it was quite exciting, and I'm still slightly hungover from it now, being as it took so much energy out of me to do what I did. That I'll leave that carrot dangling there for you in a few minutes to tell you all about what I got up to. So please, if you haven't already downloaded Living with Mitochondria Against All Odds, please get it now. If you've read this podcast or listened to this podcast and listened to others, I got up to all kinds of things over my life. Anyway, I'll hopefully speak to you in a few minutes, and goodbye for now. Goodbye.